Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know that I've been gone for quite some time now, but I'm back better and I'm going to be giving you guys videos, a lot more videos than what I have for you guys. So if you would like to see how I came up with this look, then please keep on watching. To get started, I'm going to prime my lids with the Maybelline Master Concealer. I'm just going to use this as a base for our eyeshadow to hold on to for the rest of the day. I'm now going to take the Royal Peach palette and I am going to be applying the shade Sorbet into the crease. I'm using this color as my transition shade and I'm going to build this color as best as I can, trying to get its full pigmentation on my lid. I'm taking this shade Peachy into the Loreal crease area and I'm going to be blending this up towards the color Sorbet that we just previously applied. So I ended up changing the brush that I was using. I was using the brush that came in the palette and I'm not impressed only because the bristles of the brush are a bit too harsh for the skin, or at least my skin. This is just my personal opinion. This can work differently for somebody else. Someone else might love it more than I do. But for me, it's a thumbs down. I'm not so happy with it. But everything else is amazing. Next, I'm taking the shade Cinnamon and I'm going to be applying this right above the lid to deepen up the crease. And this is just going to give your eyes some more depth. Just so you guys are aware, I do have everything listed below in the bottom bar. All the brushes I used, all the products I used, everything is going to be named according to the application and according to which brush I used first. Next, I'm using the NARS Radiance Creamy Concealer in the lightest shade. I'm applying this in the center of the lid. And I'm going to be blending it out with a flat concealer brush, and this is just going to be a base for the next eyeshadow that we will be applying. Okay, so for the lids, I am picking up the shade Royal, and first I am applying this with a flat shadow brush and packing it on the lids. You want to pack it on little by little and then blend out as you go and then pack on, just because it makes the application a little bit easier, neater, and it gives you a chance to blend well without making any mistakes. Next, I'm picking up a blending brush. This is a new brand brush that I just picked up at Marshall's, and I'm taking it to blend the edges of the blue that we just applied. And I did notice as I was applying and packing that the blue does come off really easily. So you're kind of forced to just pack on more and then blend, because as you blend, it just falls off. It comes off. I don't know why. This is something that I really didn't like about this particular shade. The Royal shade was a little bit hard to blend just because it's kind of like a patchy, it's a patchy eyeshadow. You know, there's some type of eyeshadows that when you apply it's a little bit patchy and you kind of have to like work with it to get that exact pigmentation that you want and intensity. Well, this is one of those shades. It was a bit tough, and it was a little bit of a challenge for me to blend the peachy shades and the blue together and still have that pretty gradient effect. Okay, so I'm taking that first brush we used to apply sorbet into the crease, and I am picking up a little bit of peachy with that brush and applying it into the crease, blending the blue and the peaches together. Like I said, it was difficult to blend this blue in, so I had to go back into the corals, blend that out, go back into the blue, and pack that blue back on, just because I really wanted that intensity of the blue. It's a beautiful color, and I had to use it. So now here I'm just working those colors together. So off camera I did do my top liner, and now moving on to the face, I am picking up the Hangover RX primer from Too Faced and just applying this all over the face. So to minimize my pores, I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. It is the oil-free pore minimizing primer, and I'm just going to be applying this to the center of my face because that is where I have my pores. For foundation, I'm picking up the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I am in shade 3, Light Beige. Using a damp beauty blender, I'm just blending this in. And when you blend with a beauty blender, you want to kind of like pounce it on your skin and use it damp. I've seen so many people use a beauty blender or just any beauty sponge not damp, and in my head I'm just like, how do you put your foundation on? Because it doesn't work, girl. It does not work. Of course, for concealer, I am using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is the light medium shade. I did apply my lashes off camera. These are the House of Lashes Iconic. And I am applying some eyeliner into my waterline, and I am dragging it a little bit down because we are going to be smudging it out with a flat brush. So I'm going back into Royal and smoking out the under eye liner that we just applied. So right under Royal, I'm going to be going in with Peachy, and again to give it a pretty gradient effect. You never want any harsh lines. So to glam up this look, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liners. I'm going to be using this as my inner highlight. Well, kind of like an inner highlight slash inner liner, cat eyeliner. I honestly don't know what my intentions were, but anyways, I applied it, dragging it down to my lower lash line and catting it out in the inner corners. Alright, so to warm up my face, I'm using the Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder by NYC, and this is in the shade Sunny. To carve out my cheekbones, I'm going to be using the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D, and I'm going to be using the shade Shadow Play. For blush, I'm going to be using Dainty by MAC. Hello Hollywood by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And before this, I did apply some Fix Plus by MAC to just set all the powder that we had applied on our face. And not only to set the powder, but to also intensify the highlights once we apply it. To line the lips, I am using the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in Exposed.
But I still believe you will come around. Remember why you burn it. Don't wanna give it up yet. Don't wanna give it up yet.
To finish up the lips, I'm going to be using Skinny Dip by Jouer. This is a lip gloss and it smells so good.
You will forget me, but I still believe. But I still believe. You will forget me, but I still believe. But I still believe.
Alright guys, so this is a finished look. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed it and liked it. If you did, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And also make sure to tag me if you do recreate this look. And I will catch you guys in my next video.